reindeer when King James is still delivering on Christmas Day? Wrong versus right, the Christmas Day matchups are set to ignite, making the NBA pure delight. What's good, YouTube? Welcome to another episode of Wrong versus Right. I'm your host, Jay. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe below and hit that button. Today we're talking about one of my favorite days in the whole NBA season, NBA Christmas Day. The holiday season, so that means it's time for NBA Christmas Day, where the best teams in the NBA all play on the same day, which is Christmas. So we're going to jump straight into the matchups on NBA Christmas Day, make some predictions, some key matchups. Let's get straight to it. So if we look at the games, first we got the Spurs at the New York Knicks. Wembanyama playing on Christmas Day, absolute cinema right there. The key matchup for this game is going to be Wemby against Karl-Anthony Towns. Karl-Anthony Towns, if you saw my last video, he's a leading MVP candidate. I have him around 5th right now. He's been playing amazing basketball. He's been a great fit for the New York Knicks. And then we all know what Wembanyama is capable of. This guy is the future face of the NBA. He's the future face of basketball, really. There's nothing on the basketball court that he can't do, and he's 7'5". Having Wembanyama play in Madison Square Garden, you can't ask for a better way to get the NBA ratings back up. I expect Wemby to have an amazing game, and I think Christmas Day will bring the best out of him. The Knicks are obviously the better team, but anything can happen in the NBA. I think obviously Jalen Brunson and Karl-Anthony Towns will be the leading scorers on the Knicks. Mikal Bridges has really been playing well so far. The Knicks are starting to find their identity, and they're really stepping up on the defensive end of the basketball. With that being said, I think Wemby will go off in this game, but I think the Knicks will get the win in New York. So first game I got going to the New York Knicks. Next, as the thumbnail suggests, we got the Timberwolves against the Dallas Mavericks in Dallas. This is a playoff rematch from last year where the Mavericks eliminated Ant-Man and the Timberwolves. And the Timberwolves have been on a real slide lately. We had Ant-Man criticizing the refs last game.
Been terrible. Yeah, all of them, besides the woman. Yeah, but the other two dudes, terrible. Excuses, the reason they call a foul, the reason they don't call a foul, the shit was terrible. They don't want to talk back to my coach. They don't want to talk back to me. I said one thing to the ref, and he gave me a tech.
And they really seem to be out of sorts offensively, especially. Ant-Man recently came out and said, everyone knows what we're going to do. Ant-Man's going to shoot a lot of shots, and Julius Randle's going to shoot a lot of shots. I think it's normal for NBA teams to have some slow stretches throughout the NBA season. It's a long season, but it really comes down to the mental fortitude. Can you overcome these obstacles? Can you overcome these setbacks and get back on track? I think the Timberwolves will do that. They're led by a great coach, F&M graduate, Coach Finch. Shout out to F&M. Flipping over to the Mavericks have all the offensive firepower that you want in the NBA. Kyrie Irving, Luka Doncic, Klay Thompson. My criticism with the Dallas Mavericks comes with Luka Doncic always criticizing the refs, and I think it takes him out the game mentally, and then their lack of perimeter defense. If the Timberwolves can get Luka out the game, and they have a guy to do that in Jaden McDaniels, and get him arguing with the refs, complaining about calls, the Timberwolves have a real chance to win that game. But if Luka goes off, 40 points or something like that, then of course the Mavericks can win that. I think Ant-Man will be extra fired up to get some revenge on the team that kicked him out the playoffs last year. So that's why I got the Timberwolves winning this game, despite them being in Dallas. Next, we got my 76ers against the Boston Celtics in Boston. Now this is a game I'm really looking forward to. My Sixers have had a roller coaster of a season with Embiid in and out the lineup, Paul George in and out the lineup, hyperextended knee, so on and so forth. This will be a really good litmus test to see how we rack up against the best team, arguably, in the NBA. I can already see someone typing in the comments, but is Embiid going to play? Is Paul George going to play? I think they're going to play on Christmas Day. This is a day that you wait for a long time in the NBA. I think they're going to suit up for this matchup. Now, the key matchup in this game, I think, is going to be against Joel Embiid and Kristaps Porzingis. People forget that Kristaps Porzingis is still one of the best bigs in the entire NBA. He's a dual threat on offense in terms of being able to shoot and score in the interior, and he's a great defender. At 7'3", 7'4", with a long wingspan, he has ability to defend 1 through 5, really. And then, of course, we can't mention the Celtics without talking about Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, two of the best two-way players in the NBA. In addition to some of the best on-ball defenders in Drew Holiday and Derek White. This team is just stacked. And Peyton Pritchard off the bench has been playing great basketball this season. I think he's a real candidate for 6th man of the year the way he's been playing. The Celtics are as solid and as consistent as they come, and they're playing at home. Boston will probably win that game, but I hope I'm wrong. I hope and pray I'm wrong. Go Sixers. Next, we got the Lakers against the new look Warriors with Dennis Schroeder starting at point guard. Now, it's been well documented that LeBron James, he loves playing on Christmas Day. He always shows out on this day. So I expect LeBron to have a big game. However, the Lakers have absolutely no answer for Steph Curry in terms of perimeter defense. I think Steph is going to go off in Golden State. I think he's going to hit at least 6 threes. and I think Draymond Green will show up to play as well. Now, given that I think LeBron James is going to have a monster performance since it's Christmas Day, I do think it's going to be a close game, so I don't think it's going to be a blowout by any stretch. Ultimately, I think this game is going to come down to the Lakers not having an answer for Steph Curry. I think it's going to open up offense for the other Warriors, Dennis Schroeder, Buddy Hield, Andrew Wiggins, Kuminga. I think all those guys are going to have great offensive games. I just don't think the Lakers are good enough defensively, especially on the perimeter, to stop all that offense. And then last we got the Denver Nuggets at the Phoenix Suns. The Suns are finally somewhat healthy with KD returning to the lineup, which is really the only real chance they have in winning this game. Bradley Beal has been in and out the lineup. I know this because Beal is on my fantasy team and it seems like he's always out. But with KD in the lineup, the Suns are a good team. However, this game comes down to who's stopping Jokic. Yusuf Nurkic normally plays okay against Nikola Jokic, but ultimately he's not going to stop him. I don't think anybody on the Suns team can stop him. I think Jokic is going to have a triple-double. And don't get it twisted. I know Jokic loves his horses, but he also loves playing basketball, and he's extremely competitive. The Phoenix Suns have more individual talent on a player basis, but the Nuggets are the better team. They're the better collective unit. Barring a 50-point explosion from Devin Booker or Kevin Durant, I got the Nuggets winning this game. But hey, these are my Christmas Day predictions. Let me know your thoughts below in the comments, and be sure to subscribe to the channel if you're new. Merry Christmas to everybody. Happy holidays. Everybody can't be wrong, and everybody can't be right. All right, I'm out.